Hey guys, it's Starla Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin Hippos. Some of you might have noticed by now that the video I put up yesterday on Wednesday, January 9th about the shipping increases for the year 2019 has been taken down from the channel. The reason why I took it down was because it had some misinformation in it. I showed a map that was the wrong map and I gave out some incorrect information. Unfortunately for us, we got the map and the information from someone we know that we assumed was knowledgeable, and we took it for granted that they knew what they were talking about and the information they gave us was correct and the link they gave us to that map was correct. I am not one to point fingers, so I'm not going to name names. It's not anyone any of you guys would know anyway. They're not in the reselling community. They're not a YouTuber. They're someone that Keith and I actually know here in real life. But I'm not a finger pointer because honestly, at the end of the day, even if this person is really knowledgeable about postage rates and the postal service and the zone maps and all of that stuff, even if they're an expert in that field and they give us information and they give us links to use in a YouTube video, at the end of the day, it is still our responsibility to fact check and double check and make sure the information they're giving us is 100% correct. And we did not do that. We just had a conversation, took the information, took the links, and made a video out of it, assuming that that person was correct. And you know what they say, what happens when you assume. So we'll take full blame for it because we didn't do our fact checking. We just took the information given to us and took it at face value that it was right and put it in a video, and it wasn't correct. The map that we were given wasn't even the zones. There was just a lot of mistakes in that video, and you guys know that I am here to teach you guys and to help you guys as best as I can in your reselling journey. And the last thing I ever want to do is give out really bad information or incorrect information or guide you guys in such a way that you're doing something incorrectly or that's going to hurt you or your business. So as soon as we discovered that the information was incorrect, we immediately took the video down and started doing what we should have done in the first place, our due diligence and a bunch of research. And so I now have some information for you and some screen sharing and links to give you that, as best to our knowledge, is 100% correct. So, if you didn't watch the other video, the gist of it was the Postal Service is raising the rates as of January 27th. And I said in that video, they raise the rates every year. So we should be more surprised if there ever comes a year that they don't raise the rates on us. But the most surprising thing for 2019, and a really big game changer for a lot of us, they are going to be changing first class shipping to calculated. So it used to be that first class had flat rates. If it weighed this much, no matter where it went, it cost this much. And it was just broken up by ounces how much it weighed. Well, now it's going to be broken up by ounces and how far it goes. Very, very similar to the priority shipping. How much it weighs and how far it goes is what it costs you to ship it. So that leaves resellers with three choices moving forward. You can either continue to do free shipping if that's what you do, but you have to figure out your worst case scenario for shipping so you can build that into your price. Free shipping isn't free. It's just something you build into your price, and you don't want to not raise your prices if you're going to continue to give free shipping, because at the end of the day, the extra amount that you're going to be spending out on shipping is going to be monumental. And your second choice is to go flat rate, to charge your buyers just a flat rate based on your math for how much an item weighs and the average that it's going to cost you to the middle zone, you know what I mean? And that's a lot of figuring and calculating and math. I don't know a lot of people that want to do the flat rate just because of how much research and calculating is going to go into that. You're going to have to figure out how much it's going to cost to go to the closest zone, the middle zone, and the farthest zone, and the average, and then you have to have that for every single ounce breakdown. I'm going to share you the chart in a minute, screen share the chart with you, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. And that's just a lot of work. So then the third choice, and probably the easiest and safest choice, honestly, is just to do calculated shipping. You don't have to worry about raising your prices or figuring out how much more shipping is going to cost you to build into your price for the free shipping option. And it's the easiest. It's the easiest and the safest. You just really, when you list something, put how much it weighs, calculated shipping, boom, eBay's platform in the back end does it for you. It charges the buyer based on the weight and where they live and what the postal service is going to charge, and it's all done for you. Keith and I are going to stick with free shipping, though. It's a little more work. It's a little bit more research on the back end. You got to raise your prices, whether you do that all at once in bulk editing, which I won't do because we have had instances where bulk editing live listings, the prices on them glitches out our entire store and we're stuck fixing 1,900 items, and I'm just not doing that again. So we're going as items that are listed for 30 days end and go to those unsolds. We're raising our prices on those and putting them back in the store. That's our choice. We want to stick with free shipping. It's always historically worked for us. It gives you a free boost in the search engine, Cassini, the algorithm on eBay, and a lot of people like free shipping. I know a lot of buyers look for it. They sort by free shipping. So we're going to keep free shipping on our first class items. We have always charged on our priority, and that's kind of ironic because the reason we always charged calculated shipping on our priority was because of the differences that you could have depending on where the person was when they bought it. You could have someone buy it down the street or all the way in California, and the cost was just so different. We just never knew how to build it into our price, and we didn't want to have our ass handed to us if someone in Hawaii bought it, and we didn't want to raise the price too much for people that were closer. So we've always just done calculated shipping on priority, and now that we're faced with the calculated shipping on first class, we've decided to stick with free shipping. It's really ironic, but it's a lot easier to figure out, and it's a lot cheaper, and you're working with way smaller numbers. So if we did make a mistake or we didn't figure something out right, which I think we're okay with, but let's just say worst case, if you mess up a 5-pound package and it goes to Puerto Rico, you're paying out the butt for that mistake, right? If you offer free shipping and you thought you built the price into your price. If a 4-ounce package goes to Puerto Rico and you messed up, you're still going to be okay. So we're going to stick with free shipping in a nutshell. What we have figured out in the hours since we took the first video down and did our research, the old average for us was $3.44. Now that's the average for what we would send out first class, the average rate. We used to pay like $3.44 a label. Now our average cost for a label going the maximum distance from us would be $4.15. So the highest cost increase for us at the max distance is going to be $1.43. That's on 13 and 14 ounces. So the increase is only ever going to be more than $1 for us if it's a 13 or 14 ounce package going the maximum distance, the furthest zone. But we're mostly just looking at a difference between our old average and our new average, which is 71 cents. So we're going to be looking at paying 71 cents more per label on average, and our worst case scenario is going to be $1.43. But that's going to be if we're sending items that are 13 or 14 ounces the maximum distance. And we don't really sell a lot of items that are that heavy. The only heavy items we have are our jeans, which I put in padded flats, and that's a whole different story. That's a flat rate, and you don't have to worry about where they are when they buy it. You throw it in the padded flat and it costs a flat rate. That rate is going up to $7.55, by the way. So I know that all my padded flats are going to cost $7.55. I can build that cost into my jeans and still charge or still give free shipping on them and build that $7.55 into my price, and I'm safe no matter where it goes. So all of our other clothing that we sell typically isn't going to weigh more than 12 ounces. Most shirts weigh like 8 to 10. So we're still going with the dollar raise on all of our items. So this is the PDF that the United States Postal Service provides. This is their price list effective January 27th, 2019. You can see that at the top here. Now when you want to look up the prices for shipping, you want to go down here to commercial prices, because we get the discount through eBay, so we as businesses get the commercial prices, which are a discount from the retail prices. So go to the commercial prices, and you want to look at first class package service, not first class mail. First class mail is just like your envelopes and your letters. So you want to make sure you go to first class package service. You can click that right there, and the PDF will take you right to it. You just got to scroll down a little bit, and there's your chart. So you can see on the left hand side all the ounces that are allowed for first class, all the way up to 15.999. And then across the top are zones 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if you knew the zone and the weight, you could go over here. If, say it was 7 ounces and it was going 8 zones, you could see that it would be $3.63. How do you figure out your zones? Well, that's what I talked about. I'm going to link this for you guys too. When you go to this link, it is a USPS link. You want to go to page 4. So when you first come in on this link, you can go to page 4 on your PDF, the slide 4, like it shows right here, and you'll see this. So this is how is the zone really calculated. They basically calculate it on miles. So you are always zone 1. When you're mailing something, you're zone 1, and then based on how many miles from you it's going is what zone it's going to. So someone in California sending it to us would be zone 1, but if we were sending it to California, we would be zone 1. You're always zone 1, and then the miles away from you is the zone it's going to. And then additionally, the USPS offers this domestic zone chart. You put in the first 3 digits of your zip code. Pittsburgh is 152. You click submit, and then you find the zip code it's going to, and it will tell you, based on the first 3 of your zip code that you put in up here, it's going to tell you what zone it is based on the zip code to you. So 90210, which is California, would be in zone 8 for us. So if we knew we were mailing something to Beverly Hills, we would know it's zone 8, and we could come back to this chart and we would say it's an average 10-ounce shirt. It's going to cost $4.33 for us to mail. So I will link all 3 of these items down below in the description box for you guys. Additionally, you can find them, like I said, on the USPS website and utilize them to the best of your ability. I know that we're not all zip code experts, and we're not all looking at miles on the map when we go to like figure out the average shipping, but this is the best that we can find to give you guys some tools to kind of help you understand the new shipping rates and the new policies in place for first class. These should help you understand it a little bit more, and maybe do a little bit of research before you make your decision. Like I said, your 3 choices on eBay are to offer free shipping, and you have to build that cost into the cost of the item. It's not really free. If everyone's selling a pair of jeans for $12 with shipping on it, you can't sell yours for $12 free ship, or you'll run yourself out of business, and you don't want that. So your choices, like I said, are free shipping. You could charge a flat rate, or you can just let eBay do everything for you, put the weight in on your listing, and go with a calculated rate on all your items. We personally are going to be using free shipping. We choose to use that because we think that a lot of buyers look for free shipping. We feel like it's a subconscious thing that encourages people to buy from us, and it does give you a burst. It gives you a boost in the search rankings on eBay. So that's our choice. If you asked me what I would recommend or what my advice would be, I would honestly always tell people to do free shipping, at least on first class, just to give yourself that little bit of a boost and encourage buyers to buy from you. But there's other people that charge shipping that swear the other way. So you always, at the end of the day, you need to do what is best for you and your business and what you are comfortable doing as far as your business goes. It's your decision to make. You need to make it. I'm just trying to give you some information and some links to help you out. Let me put this back on my face for you guys. Hi, you can see me again. So yeah, at the end of the day, you just got to do what you got to do. It's your business. You have to live with your decisions and you have to be okay with them. So don't ever let anyone else talk you into moving to calculated shipping or free shipping if you're one or the other. You have to think it over for yourself because it needs to be your decision and you need to do what's best for you. If you run an antique eBay store and everything's heavy, I would honestly tell you not to do free shipping, but some people do. So it's up to you guys. I'm just trying to help you out a little bit, and I absolutely wanted to take that other video down because it was full of misinformation, like I said, and I never ever want to steer you guys wrong. I am here to help. I love helping. I love teaching. I love just helping you guys build your businesses up and be better resellers. So I do apologize that I put that up, and Keith and I obviously learned a valuable lesson. Even if someone is an expert in something, you can't just take it for face value. You should always fact check and make sure that you do the research yourself before you share information with other people. That is a very valuable lesson, and not just for reselling. Think about all the links and the news stories people share on Facebook. Always do your own fact checking and researching before you pass any information on or share anything with other people. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do me a favor and smash the like button before you leave. We do appreciate that. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.